Nice. It's crisp. It's cool. I'm ready to go jacking some fish today.
Is this a typical northeastern morning?
It feels like it. This is one of those early fall fronts, which is interesting because you think a cold front would shut the fish down, and what I feel like is in a lot of these northern fisheries, a cold front like this could actually do the opposite. It could actually turn the fish on, especially when you're talking about smallmouth. So I'm excited. I'm very anxious to get started and hopefully catch a bunch of fish today.
We talked in some of our pre-game, post-game type stuff in the past about trying to keep an open mind and those kinds of things.
Yeah.
How can you bring some of the information from your qualifying rounds to here while keeping an open mind? How have you been able to do that?
Yeah, you have to be able to do both. I think it's important to take what happened in the first round and kind of keep it behind you as a template, just little mental notes about what happened. But at the same time, you got to fish wide open because it is a new fishery. I'm already just analyzing it right here at the boat ramp. We haven't even moved yet, and it looks very much like the first fishery. So you can start to make some assumptions, but at the end of the day, you got to let the fish talk to you, and that's what I'm going to be very conscious of, is just covering a lot of water until I get a couple bites, and then trying to pattern that and duplicate the bites.
Okay, one thing you said in your qualifying round that you had that big bite first thing in the morning on a chatterbait, and it ran you down one program.
Threw me off. Yeah.
Is that still worth looking at in this, or is it something you have to be more careful of because of the sudden death format?
No, I think it's something still worth looking at. That pattern, which was, rock near a shallow bay. I think that's still a viable pattern, and for sure, if I find out here, I'm going to look at it. But, if I was to make an assumption on how to get the 37 pounds quick, it would be with brown ones, and it would be with lots of pound to 2 pound smallmouth. So, but again, I don't want to assume. I can keep that behind me and think about it, but I want to go out and just fish hard and see what color they turn up. If the first 3 or 4 bites turn up green, then we've got to change direction.